Okay. So I remember when I was in college, there was a guest lecture. She was director of program evaluation department. Program program evaluation department. You can understand it like the policy evaluation department, or a department which actually evaluate the entire policy and their impact, the policy's impact or effectiveness, and where did we miss and what was the critical factor of that policy. This was a department, and it was in a very small country. I don't remember the name, but it was Thailand only. Okay, so even Thailand like country is having a department which is called Program Evaluation Department. And which is the central organization, do you know, which actually assess the government projects? Do you know any government organization which assess the government projects? Anyone?
So Niti Aayog.
No. We have CAG, and CAG is especially for financials only. They don't evaluate the policy on the basis of their effectiveness or the success factor or percentage impact or impact factor. So they don't evaluate any policy on that. That's why most of our policies or the government policies goes unevaluated even after the end of the policy era or end of the policy time. And what we have actually is like normal research through normal university professors or some observers or some think tank who actually evaluated the impact of that policy. But this was not done under the government machineries, and since government is not doing, so they will not have all the data. Let's say a professor wants to evaluate the impact of, and which many professor does, like all the economics professor wants to evaluate the impact of Manrega on society. So what they will do, they will create or they will make a research design, and in that research design they will use all the methodology which will be having a limitation because they will not have all the access of data and everything at one place. So since this research has a lot of caveat, we cannot accept the result as it is, as they have published, and even they keep a lot of buffer zone कि यहाँ पे ये हो सकता है, यहाँ पे ये हो सकता है. So right now we don't have any centralized organization which actually measures the impact of policy on society. But now, if you'll ask, how will they, if you ask, how will or how can we measure or evaluate, then we must have a certain department who is expertise, who has expertise in that. So you can make survey, you can ask, you can have interviews, you can process the data, all the things that you can do. But who will do? And with what expertise they will do? So in even in our MPP course, even in our MPP course, we will have, or you will have a very a grand module of policy evaluation, because all the countries are doing it. So it is a part of your subject, it is part of your curriculum. But since India is not doing it, still under not, it is not under the practice. So government of India needs to come up with a department, and department should have all the rights to comment and to intervene in any policy during its implementation time only also. See, what happened that we had Namami Ganga Yojana and a number of different policies which ran for the 3 or 4 year, and all the money that we have used, and we did some job, and later government just discarded or made the policy obsolete, and nobody knows what happened from that policy. Now time to time government can come and claim that with that policy we has achieved that, with that policy we did achieve that, and this change happened. But nobody knows, actually nobody has the quantified measure of that impact. So it's not about just impact on society, it's any kind of impact or efficiency or critical factor that was there in the policy making we never knew. And we don't know because that those policy was not even evaluated by an expert body. So some professors or some think tank tried to do it, but they were the research will have a number of caveat. So those research, those outputs are always debatable. है ना? Some government will not accept it, and the concerned party will not accept it. Opposition will always pitch that ki, this is the report, this is the report. But since we don't have a centralized organization, we need to make a centralized organization which can evaluate. Like CAG is a commission body. It's not a government body. It's a commission body. So we need a commission body for this also, which can time to time assess. He should that body should have all the rights to assess and intervene and even punish uh, if someone is not taking care of their responsibility or accountability. Okay, so this is what I'll tell you here, because we don't have that kind of mechanism. And if you want to evaluate, you can do all the research like they are doing it, but this will not be enough. Okay, Jiva, did you get that?